There's 3.2 graphing lines. So we've in the past couple of days we identified the slope, identified the y-intercept. Now we're gonna apply it and see what happens. So you always start with your b. So remember y equals mx plus b. B is your y-intercept. You always start there. So in this case, that's a positive 3. So you're going to start positive 3 on the y-axis. So here's your y. There's your x. You're always going to start positive on the, or you can start on the y-axis. So that's positive 3. Start there at a positive 3. So that 2x, that's your slope. Okay, so if you remember 2, that's the same as 2 over 1. So that means rise over run. You go up 2 and you go right 1. So I want you to do at least 3 points. So up 1, 2, and over 1. That's 1 point. Here you don't have the other space for it, but know that the other point is going to be here. Because if you start, let's say you start from here, this would be up 1, up 2, over 1. So it would be the same thing. And then just draw your line. That's it. Do another one, number 3. Number 3. So y equals negative x, and that's it. There's nothing over here. When there's nothing over here, you can think about that there's a 0 over there, and that's your b. So you're going to start at y equals 0. Negative x. Negative x is the same thing as negative 1 over 1x. That means from your dot, you're going to go down 1 and right 1. So we're always going to go to the right. I just want you to go up or down depending on the sign. If it's positive, if your slope is positive, you're going to go up. If it's negative, you're going to go down, and always go to the right. So from that, I can go another down right. So then there's your line. Second, number 7. So number 7, there's a full-fledged fraction there, 2 over 3, that's your slope. Positive 1, that's your y-intercept. So I'm going to start at positive 1. And then all that tells me is up, go rise 2. So that means rise, go up 2, go right 3. So I'm going to go up 2 and right 3. Go up 2 again, rise right 3. There's your line. Okay, number 10. So number 10, there is no y. There's only x. So x equals negative 4. What that means is at every point of your line, x is equal to negative 4. Okay, so here's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 on your x right there. So at every point of your line, x is equal to negative 4. So that means your line must be negative 4 at all times, which the only way it can happen is if the line goes up and down like this, because that's the only way that you can always have x equals negative 4. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. The rest of these are pretty much exactly like those. Remember, you start with your b, which is your number without the x, and then your slope, rise over run. The top number tells you to go up or down, and then the bottom number, we're always going to go right on that one.